taking your legal questions. Joining us, our Astros expert, our legal expert, Gerald Treece.
I'll
Good
take
morning,
questions
Gerald.
on the Astros after we go to the World Series.
All right,
what's our first question,
Let's go to our first question from the Woodlands. Do the lawsuits that are being filed because of the Las Vegas shooting have any merit?
Well, this is a combination of about 3 or 4 questions. People are saying, why are they suing law enforcement? Why are lawyers out there suing the Mandalay Bay and MGM hotels? And I don't really know for certain, but let me tell you what the law is. The law says just because a bad event happens doesn't mean people are liable. The key concept, folks, is negligence. You always have to find something that whoever you want to sue has done that's wrong. Like I'm saying, plaintiff lawyers always are very fast to file suits on behalf of people. I think everybody needs to take a deep breath out there until someone can show me where the fault is. Since this type of activity has not happened before, they couldn't even agree last night on the timeline about the security guard when he was shot. My point is, sure, there's all kind of claims that could be made, even against the bump stock manufacturer. I think some lawsuits are going there. But I think lawyers sometimes kind of try to race to the courthouse, file something, so they can do discovery and figure out what happened. But I still think you've got to find negligence or fault. Remember that, folks. Just because you have a lot of damages doesn't mean you have a lawsuit. You got to trigger the liability based on fault or negligence.
Okay. All right. Our next question from Cyprus. What protections do I have if I were to buy a house but the seller never discloses the fact that the house has been flooded?
Yeah, wow. I got this question a lot. If you go in Texas and you go through a real estate agent and get title insurance, which you need title insurance, by the way, if you're a buyer, you're going to have a seller's disclosure statement. Seller disclosure statement is legally obligated to report anything that they know, such as a flood. Let's say hypothetically you don't go through, you sell it yourself and don't have title insurance. You buyers beware out there. You make the seller. If you're buying from an owner and he's saying we don't need title insurance, assure him yes you do. And then secondly, get an affidavit saying that this area, to his knowledge, has never flooded.
Okay, let's get to our third question now. From Memorial, if a person dies and all of their property is held in joint tenancy, does the surviving spouse have to probate the estate?
People, I hope you listen very carefully to this distinction. If, for example, my wife and I have our house, our bank accounts in joint tenancy, key concept, with rights of survivorship. That means when one of us dies, the law automatically passes to the other, whatever the real estate or property is. The problem is so many real estate and bank accounts are held in, keyword, as tenants in common. That means nobody inherits it automatically, and you have to go to probate court. If you want to avoid going through probate court, best way to do it is have all your assets held. Key concept, I feel like I'm going to give you a test on Friday. The key concept here is joint tenancy, here's the words, with right of survivorship, and go Astros.
If I had any assets, all right. Okay, thank you so
You
much,
bet,
Gerald Treece. If you've got a legal question you'd like to have him answer, well, then just email him at the address that you might see on your TV screen. If not, you can look it up on our website, KHOU.com. All right, let's get to Kaylee Carey.